All right, Bob. So here we go. I am attempting a workflow based calendar, which can show up the weekly calendar either in bullet list view or on board view. So here's what I've got, and I've transferred. This is what my Google Calendar looks like, and you can see when I was talking about needing to see the margin, which is absolutely central to my life in terms of that. That's central to a lot of what I do is being able to identify where margin is in a system. So being able to see all this white space, and I haven't planned my week out. Usually, what it looks like by the time I'm done planning my week is it's fairly full, through Saturday through Tuesday or so, and then I start leaving more and more margin towards the end, and that way, when I run into difficulties, if something takes longer or whatever, I can just grab something and stick it over in a slot, using the margin pretty easily. So that works pretty functional because I can just grab whole time chunks and it automatically shifts it to the day, re-identifies as being a part of that day, stays the same time chunk. So it's a little bit more user friendly right at that kind of interaction and in my capacity to see the margin, which is really critical. So if I can't maintain those, and as you know, I'm willing to work at something to try and make it work. And even if there's some manual input, I don't mind that. So if I can make it work, I will. But here's what it looks like in the board view. So it's kind of similar. I'll shift down here a little bit so you can see more of it. And I can still see the margin. So these kind of empty spaces after the semicolon, like these here, you can see some here, and it's not quite as clear as it is on the Google Calendar because it's not just an empty space, it's occupied with some text, which is just the time. So I definitely, and maybe I could use some CSS. I'm not a big CSS. It's not that I'm not a fan of it, but I don't use it in a way that doesn't migrate over and show up on mobile if I'm using it as a part of a system, as opposed to like what you're seeing here where I have the red and black theme on that Ksenia made for me. But that's not part of a system. That's just visually pleasing when I'm on Chrome. But there's no systems built into it. And so what it would mean for me to actually build a system using CSS is if in Chrome I was able to make these like stand out or highlighted as margin, which I probably can. But then when I go over to iOS and that margin doesn't show up, but margin is a part of a system. So I would be building a system using CSS that wouldn't migrate over to the phone, and that's not as functional for me. So I try and stay away from that for the most part, unless the system part of it is specific to what I'm doing in Chrome. Then I might be willing to do it. So I may play around with it. And since I do most of my general weekly and daily planning as far as projecting on Chrome at my computer, then it might work. I might be able to play around with that a little bit. Or I could even do something like, I could even do something like this, thinking as I'm talking. I could, insert something, because this would show up on my phone. I don't know what should margin be? Let's see if I can find something that makes sense. Balloons. There we go. I wonder if there's something for like space. Yeah, could do a rocket. So if I just inserted a rocket, maybe. That does make it pretty clear though, doesn't it? So yeah, I might play around with that a little bit. See what that looks like on my phone. Hey, buddy. You can come in. I'm making a video, but you can come in.
Yeah.
Come on in, guys. It's fine. It's just for one guy. It's not going to be on stream. I'm not going to put it on YouTube or something. So I'm trying that, and then this is a part of the journal-centric work I've been doing. And so what you're seeing over here, let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to jump into that? I want to turn that to bullets. No, I don't want to jump into it. I want to... yeah, I guess that's what I want. So yeah, you can see here, I can just scroll down through my week, and then, you know, when something gets added, which most of it will be added by the time I'm done here today, and may go into tomorrow doing some planning. And then I'll just be able to scroll down and see what's coming up. And I might actually switch it, take it out of weeks so I can see a little bit more. So yeah, anyway, I won't belabor this point with you. And then once I get this set up, maybe I'll make a video for you showing how this is the most beautiful thing I've ever created, probably, other than my kids. That's an overstatement. In WorkFlowy, it's by far my favorite system I've ever created. And once I get it, right now it's not operating. It actually is, but it's fully operational once I'm done my weekly planning, and then I'm back up and running, and all of these are operating and kind of relating to each other. So pretty exciting. I'm excited about trying this. I'm actually not doing paper-based calendar and not doing 3x5 cards. I'm going to work solely off of WorkFlowy this week and kind of experiment with that and see if I like it. And see if it makes sure I don't lose some of the functionality that I have by having a paper-based calendar. So I'm kind of excited. I'm just excited because I love building systems. So this is a great fit for me. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted.